Ciao belli, come va? Welcome to Italian Lessons with Seva. Today I'm going to record an easy lesson for the beginners. It is the conjugation of regular Italian verbs. We're going to concentrate on the conjugation number 1, which is the verbs that end in are. And we're going to use these mice to help us to illustrate that conjugation. So in order to conjugate the verbs in Italian, the regular verbs, what you will need to do, and it is not negotiable, you will need to learn by heart or to memorize these endings. And if you remember the subject pronouns, you will know that this will be for io, this one will be for tu, this one will be for lei, lui, this one will be for noi, this one will be for voi, and this one will be for loro. If you're not comfortable with the subject pronouns, please go back and review a lesson on the subject pronouns. Okay, so let's take a look. In Italian, as you remember, there are 3 groups of verbs. Are, that we're going to review today, ere, and ire. I'm going to record a separate lesson on those. Today we're concentrating on the verbs are, also known as the first conjugation. In order to conjugate verbs, apart from the memorizing the endings, you probably should put them in order. I find it helpful to use this house of conjugation, that little table with 6 little rooms or spaces for 6 subject pronouns in Italian. Io is I, tu is you, informal. Lei is she, lui is he, lei with a capital letter is you, sir, or you, madam. Noi is we, voi is you, plural, loro is they. So in order to conjugate, what do you need? Easy. You need to separate the ending of the verb, which will be are, from the root of the verb, which will be parl. And though you write that parl 6 times according to the subject pronouns, and then you put the endings that you already learned by heart. And if you didn't learn them by heart, you go to the page 1 and you do. So it will be parlo, parli, parla, parliamo, parlate, and parlano. And that would mean I speak, you speak, he, she speaks, you, sir, you, madam speak, we speak, you, plural, speak, they speak. Alright, let's take a look. We have here some sentences. Tu parli italiano? Question. Tu is the subject pronoun, you informal, which is optional in Italian because Italian is the language of freedom. Unlike in English, the subject pronouns are optional. Tu parli italiano? The question. Do you speak Italian? The answer is sì, io parlo italiano. Io, the subject pronoun I, is optional. You could skip it, you could use it. Both are correct. So, do you speak Italian? Yes, I speak Italian. The next one is tu parli francese? Take a guess. Francese? Would it be Japanese? No. Would it be Spanish? No. Would it be French? Maybe. Again, you use subject pronoun tu. You use conjugation parli. Do you speak French? The answer is no. Non parlo francese. No, I do not speak French. Note that in second case you skipped subject pronoun because the Italian is the language of freedom. Sentence number 3. Noi non parliamo francese. We do not speak French. We used here the subject pronoun we. Parliamo inglese. We skipped it in the second part. We speak English. Does it become easier? Excellent. If not, you should go to the page 1 and make sure you memorize the endings. Otherwise, it should be easy for you. The verb mangiare, you probably know it, but just in case, I will say that it means to eat in Italian. then you memorized your endings, and so you add them to the root of the verb. Would be mangio, mangi, mangia, mangiamo, mangiate, mangiano. And here you might have a question for tu. Since the root of the verb ends on e, do we need another e in here for the conjugation? And the answer is no, you do not need it. So mangi, it is already correct. So basically you skip that e because the root ends on the same letter. All right, let's take a look here. You have here two mice. One of them asks, tu mangi il pesce? What do you think pesce is? There it is. And then the other one answers mangio la mela, and here you have la mela. Yeah? So let's see the sentences. Loro non mangiano la carne. La carne is here and it means meat. They do not eat meat. Loro non mangiano la pizza. They do not eat the pizza. Voi mangiate un gelato. You probably know what gelato is. Do you eat the ice cream? No, noi mangiamo le mele. Le mele is the plural of la mela, so it is no, we eat the apples. I topi non mangiano il gelato. The mice do not eat the gelato. I shouldn't call it ice cream, it's a different product. Mangiano il pesce. They eat fish. Mangiano le mele. They eat apples. Note that here you know who does it, and in these two sentences you can guess who is doing something by the context. I do not have to use the subject pronoun. The next sentence would be lo squalo non mangia la mela. Lo squalo, you have it here, it is a shark, and the shark doesn't eat the apple. Il pesce non mangia la mela. Pesce you have here, and it is a fish. The fish doesn't eat the apple. Noi parliamo italiano. We speak Italian. Take a guess, is this noi a must or optional? Excellent. It is the optional subject pronoun because Italian is the language of freedom. Finally, we have here io mangio la mela e tu parli. So we have two different conjugations in one sentence. Io, optional subject pronoun I, mangio, eat, la mela, the apple, e tu parli, and you speak. I eat the apple and you speak. Hopefully, with the help of those two verbs, you learned how to conjugate the verbs in regular present tense with the verbs are. So that's what we did today. We covered the regular verbs that end on are. You should be able to conjugate any verb that ends in are in Italian. I'm going to record the lesson on ere and ire very soon, and I hope this lesson was useful to you. Please write to me, let me know if it works for you, let me know if you have other suggestions, and otherwise, ciao belli.